Hey guys, this is Lee, and it's been quite a while since I've done a video. In fact, it's been about 4 months, I think. And part of the reason is I launched this new channel, That 80s Pastor Dude, and what I wanted to do with the channel initially was talk about the culture that I grew up in the 70s and the 80s and relate it back to my faith as a Christian and the fact that I'm a pastor. And I did a couple of videos. I did one about Miss Pac-Man, and I thought that was a pretty decent video. And then the very last video I did, I said I was introducing a series where I was going to look at songs from the 80s and talk about them from a spiritual viewpoint. And I did the first video, and it was Kyrie by Mr. Mister, and I thought it went really well. And then I found that I had no motivation. There was no inspiration. I really didn't know what I wanted to do. And instead of forcing it and putting out stuff that I would eventually be embarrassed about, or put out something that I would eventually just not want to see, I decided just to quit. So I just kind of stopped. I shut everything down. And I told myself I may never do another YouTube video. I never did YouTube videos to become famous. I don't want to be a celebrity. I know some guys that are in that realm that are celebrities, legitimate celebrities. I never wanted to make money, and I know some guys that make a living now doing YouTube, and that's all cool, but that was never my motivation. I just wanted to talk about things that entertained me and people that were like me. And I've just had a difficult time being motivated, being inspired. And honestly, I may do this video today and not do another video for 4 or 5 months. But the reason I decided to do this is I'm going to try this thing right here. It's Mountain Dew Flamin Hot. I saw one of my YouTube buddies, Ogre Boy, I saw his girlfriend try this on video the other night. And I've seen it at Walmart, and in my mind I'm like, what are they thinking? The original Flamin Hot Mountain Dew came out last year. It was an internet-only thing. You could only get it on their online store, and it was very limited. And to be honest with you, I never even heard about that. It wasn't until I saw this at Walmart that it kind of grabbed my attention. And apparently they've changed the formula slightly. They've added more citrus flavor to this one, supposedly. So I'm not sure what the original tasted like. It seemed to be, it was a marketing thing with Frito-Lay. They have those Flamin' Hot Cheetos, which are absolutely nasty. They're filthy. And I can remember Doritos once doing mystery flavors, and one of them was supposedly Mountain Dew, and it was just a really nasty lime flavor. So I decided I would pick one of these up and give it a shot and drink it and record my thoughts. But the convenience store that I go to, Mountain Dews and Pepsi products are cheaper if you buy 2 of them. And there are other flavor Mountain Dews out there. There's the Baja Blast, which I absolutely love that one. They even have that in zero sugar, which I like a lot. They have blue Mountain Dews and orange Mountain Dews, and they have this one that's called Spark that I really, really like, and they have that one in zero sugar as well. But it would be kind of pointless to do a video drinking something that I've consumed many times before, but they did have this one. This is called Major Melon, and my daughter loves this stuff. She said it tastes like candy. Watermelon's going to be something more along the lines of a typical soft drink, and I've had watermelon Jolly Ranchers and watermelon bubble gum, so that's going to be a little bit normal. Watermelon's not my favorite flavor, and like I said, I typically don't drink soft drinks with sugar, and these both have a lot of sugar in them. But I thought it'd be kind of interesting to do these. I've even got some water to cleanse my palate between the 2 of them. So basically what I'm just going to do is I'm going to start with the Flamin' Hot, since that's the new thing. And that seems to be the one that I think is going to be the most interesting. And I'll take a couple of sips and just kind of think about it and just give you my initial thoughts. And then I'll drink some water and clear my mouth out. And it's quite possible some of you have already had the Major Melon. So I'll still give you my thoughts on that. I imagine I'm going to like that a little more. But here we go. Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew with a blast of heat and citrus. So that's what we're going to do here. And I put these in the freezer for about half an hour. The drink coolers at the convenience store up the road are okay. But I like my drinks really cold. So these have been in the freezer for about half an hour, not long enough to get ice, but uh, when I smell it, I don't know what that smell is. It almost smells like orange. I guess that could be the citrus coming out. But it doesn't smell hot. I'm not getting any kind of heat off the smell like chili or jalapeno or anything like that. It smells like a citrus beverage. So uh, we got a cute little devil on here. And we got a lime over here. So let's try Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew. I'm gonna put a cap on it. Now I can honestly tell you that I don't taste anything. I'm waiting for the heat, and I'm not necessarily getting any heat. There's a hint of something hot in the very back of my throat, but it's not overpowering. It's not super hot. I definitely wouldn't call it flaming hot. Um, those little round red atomic fireball cinnamon candies are a lot hotter than this, and I love those. So it's not that I don't like hot stuff, but I'm not getting it in the first taste. Like I said, right in the very back of my throat, there's a little bit of, well, I don't even know that I would call it heat. Uh, this is not any hotter initially than cinnamon candy or a cinnamon lifesaver. And I'm not getting a strong citrus flavor either. I really, the first initial flavor is not much of anything. I can taste sugar. So here's swallow number two. And I took a slightly smaller sip so I could get the tip of my tongue. And once again, I'm not getting much flavor at all. It doesn't even taste like a Mountain Dew. There's a slight citrus flavor. And like I said, in the back of my throat, I'm getting a slight spice. But it's not super hot. It's not as hot as cinnamon candy. In fact, another soda that I just remembered, Coca-Cola a couple of years ago had cinnamon Coca-Cola. And when you drank that, it tasted like a Coca-Cola with an atomic fireball in it. And it had some cinnamon flavor and actually had a bit of heat. And honestly, I was expecting this to be grossly hot and nasty. There is not much to this at all so far. I'm going to do one more. Give it a good chug. I must say, now I took a bigger swallow, and now I've got a little more, and I hesitate to even use the word heat, because this is not hot. This is not like eating hot sauces. There's a bit of a spicy taste at the back of my throat, but it's not uncomfortable. It's not overpowering. Uh, Neither the citrus nor the heat are very strong or overpowering, and it may be the fact that they just know that if they make it super hot, people are not going to drink it. I will say that with each swallow that I've taken, I feel a little more of the spice on my tongue, but it's not bad. It's not gross. I was expecting this to be gross, and it's not gross. It's just kind of, it's underwhelming actually for something called Flamin' Hot. Unlike a Flamin' Hot Dorito or Flaming Hot Cheeto, those they've got some spice to them. They can they burn a little bit. And I've drank about half of this, and I'm still waiting for something to kick in. Now we're down to about a third of it left, so I've drunk about 2/3 of it. There is a very slight lime taste to it, something akin to a 7 Up or a Sprite. Now, the spicy is coming in with each swallow. So I'm starting to kind of get a consistent bite there in the back of my throat, at the back of my tongue. But it's not uncomfortable. It's not overpowering. It's not terrible. Uh, this is not something I would want to drink a lot of just because there's not much to it. Uh, I'm honestly kind of disappointed and underwhelmed by this. I was expecting something just incredibly out there, and this really isn't. I kind of thought maybe I would end up giving the rest of this away, but I think I could probably drink all of it. The lime or the citrus, I mean, I'm saying lime because that's what's on the bottle. The lime is incredibly mild. It's not very upfront. There are other citrus drinks that are much more citrusy. And the heat, while it is there, and it's a little more consistent, the more you drink, the more it sticks there in the back of your throat. It's not flaming hot by any stretch of the imagination. Uh, this is not terrible. It's not great. It's just kind of pointless, I guess. If you're really looking for something super hot, this is not going to do it for you. It's interesting. Uh, I probably could have lived the rest of my life and not had it, but it's interesting. I'm kind of glad I tried it. So if you were on the fence, wondering about the Flamin Hot Mountain Dew, it's not super hot. It's not flaming hot. It's not super citrusy. Um, it's just kind of okay. It for something that advertises citrus and heat, it's actually rather bland. So there's my take on that. This is not something I'd buy again. Now, if they release it in a zero format with no sugar, I'll give it a try just to see if the zero tastes better. But even if they made a zero version of that, I don't know that that's something I would want to drink just because there's not much to it. So let me clear my mouth. Get the residual, excuse me, get the residual flaming hot out. That water went down the wrong way, and then we'll give Major Melon a try. I kind of think I know what I'm gonna get with this. I imagine this is gonna be a lot like Jolly Ranchers or any watermelon candy that you get in the store. As soon as I cracked the lid, I haven't even held it up in my mouth. I can smell it. It smells like candy. Yeah, it definitely smells. This smells like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. Although I haven't had one of those in years. That's kind of what I remember them smelling like. Or the watermelon. I can't remember if it was Bubblelicious or Bubble Yum. One of those when I was in high school had a watermelon flavor. And that's what this reminds me of. It's not super strong either though. So here goes Major Melon. And that's exactly what I expected. If you were to take a watermelon Jolly Rancher and put it in your mouth, and then take a swig of Mountain Dew, uh, that's what this tastes like. It's not terrible. It's sweet. If you like really sweet candy flavored stuff, you probably dig this. I can see why my daughter likes it. Uh, I don't know if they have a zero formula of this. If they made this without the sugar, if there was a Major Melon Zero, I can imagine me drinking this every now and then. It wouldn't be my favorite. I will drink another one. It's okay. It's not bad. And even though you can taste that watermelon flavor, it's not overpowering. It tastes more like a Mountain Dew than it does watermelon. Like I said, it tastes like you would put a piece of candy in your mouth and drink Mountain Dew while you had the candy in your mouth. But it's definitely it's not terrible. I can see why people would like this, and I do believe that this is a permanent flavor. I think I read that the Flamin' Hot is one of these seasonal or experimentals. I believe that the Major Melon is one that they have. Like I said, this one's been out since 2021, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't tried it because I typically don't drink drinks with sugar, but I got two of them, so I figured I'd give this a shot, and it's not bad. It's not The watermelon pop, the flavor is not overpowering. There's enough of it there that you get the taste of it. But if you like Jolly Ranchers or Suckers or anything like that, I can see you drinking that. And like I said, that would be one that if they do a Major Melon Zero, I would give that a shot. But neither one of these are things I'm going to drink regularly because I just don't drink drinks with sugar in them. So that's that. I'll hold them back up one more time, and I probably will finish these off. I don't want to waste them. But that's Mountain Dew Flamin' Hot and Mountain Dew Major Melon. My thoughts on them. Neither one of them, for me, are great. I can see how people would like the Major Melon if that's your thing, if you like the candy and stuff. The Flamin' Hot is honestly just disappointing. It was not super hot at all. So if you buy it thinking you're going to get something really ridiculously hot and spicy, you're probably going to be disappointed. I would imagine that most people that try it are just going to kind of walk away going, whatever. There's nothing great about it. I kind of wish it had been a little more hot, honestly. And the melon stuff is good for what it is. It's not my favorite thing to drink, so that's that. If you are a soft drink consumer, if you've tried the Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew, tell me what you thought about it down there in the comments. If you like the Major Melon Mountain Dew, let me know what you think down there in the comments. Or if you like any of the Mountain Dew flavors, tell me what you think down there below. We'll talk about it. If there is a soft drink out there, a weird flavored soft drink that you would like to see me try, I'm open to pretty much anything. Leave those in the comments, and if it's something I've never had, I'll go out and try to find it, and I'll do this same kind of video. So that's that. Like I said, I don't know when I'll do another video. I just felt like I wanted to do this today. I thought it would be kind of fun. And I appreciate those of you who are watching, those of you who check this out. Don't know when I'll be back again. I would like to get back into doing the music and that sort of stuff. So I'll just have to see how the inspiration and how the motivation goes. But for today, that's all I've got for you. I appreciate you taking the time to watch. I'm Lee, and I'm done.